Hello, hello, and welcome to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hello, Guts. I'm not late. Thank you very much. I start my stream at 3:30. Thank you very much. I've been going for 5 minutes, and it's 6:35. So clearly, I'm not late. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Yeah. It's finally Friday. Oh yeah, I delayed the notification specifically. I made the notifications come up a little bit late. Hey, Solid Goat, welcome in. How's it going? You're doing well. I made the notifications start come in a little bit later. So that way I can update the title and then the notifications come in with the new title, because otherwise it was coming in with the old title. You're doing awful as expected? Well, I mean, as long as it's consistent and expected. You know, it's worse when you don't expect to be feeling shitty and you feel shitty. Then it sucks. I feel like, oh, I'm gonna have a shitty day. You have a shitty day. I'm like, okay, well, things are like, that's like the standard. That was the expected result. You got it. So, you know, you can't be upset at that. If you expect to have a good time, then, you know, then you have a shitty time. Yeah, that sucks. But, you know, if you're expecting to have a good time, you know, I'm sure it'll do also better. So, you know, aim for good. That's for today. The plans were made yesterday. We made the plans yesterday for what to do today. We're doing more AI and abilities and attacks and other fun stuff. Our 3-phase Dino boss. Dino-like boss. You can only pay attention to 5 minutes of stream at a time. We say at a time, but that, you know, 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off as of that, because it was, we were doing it for like many hours. But I get it, you know. You weren't really here, so I get it. I'll cry after the stream. It's okay. It is hot in my room. You slept? Yay! Congratulations on sleeping. Sleepy time, best time. Anyway, so the plans are simple. We do some fun ability. We do the Meteor Strike ability, base one. The one does regular damage and no effect. And yeah. And then Sunday at like noon, I'm probably gonna have a fun programming stream. That should be a fun stream. A fun programming stream on Sunday. No way it's happening. Oh, yeah. I'll be programming on Sunday at noon. And it'll be fun. and it's a Sunday stream. Sounds like a lie? When have I ever lied to you, Guts? I'm physically incapable of lying. If I ever lied to you, my head would explode. And clearly, by the fact that my head has not exploded, I cannot lie. I don't know what time it is for you. Noon Pacific. Whatever time that is. I think it's +4. So probably 16 hours. What is this 24-hour format? 4 p.m. That'll be called 4 p.m. Guts. It's okay. You'll learn. Anyway, shall we begin? Doing stuff? Americans can only count to 12? Oh, please, Gaguts. Americans can count to 2, let alone 12. Crazy? Americans count to 12. It's giving them too much credit. And I can say that because I'm now a Canadian. Well, no, I'm not a Canadian. I have citizenship. I just live in Canada. Feet, yards, all different names. Look, everything has different names, yes. But everything should have different names. There are meters and centimeters and millimeters. Make up your mind. They're all meters. Too confusing. We clearly need very distinct names for this. It makes much more sense. And different measurements to boot. To really keep you on your toes. So the plan is simple. By simple, I mean not at all. Well, the plan is simple. The execution might not be. We need to make meteors strike the player and around them in a circle. Now, how do I make it hit in a circle? I have ideas. Which probably is going to be relatively simple to do, honestly. Just put locators where I want them. Yeah, it should be relatively simple. Yep. Okay. So, let's adjust things. First of all, we need to have a new tree. So I'll use the mushroom one as the default one. That's fine. And this is going to be Dracathrax. We're boss. And stay tree. Bam. You're watching from the living room today, just by stream, no extra screens, doing something else. You'll be judging me, watching every step, every mistake. I mean, I'm honored. Okay. So, we want to do a few different things. First of all, we have Meteor Strike. Child overrides after damage taken. This whole thing we're going to change. So I'm going to just detach all of this. Because... yeah, we're going to change how this all works. So... don't want this. Can't see what you're typing, though, so you expect a lot of typos? I mean, you can see what you're typing. If you look down on your keyboard, you can see the letters. No. So, no excuses. Gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. It's dark. Turn on lights. Someone, you know, it could become scary. And we didn't want you getting scared. What's wrong, the guts? Did I scare you? Huge forehead. It's because I got a big head and a big brain inside the head. Great. You can fit a whole chat in it? Nice. I knew exercising my brain would be beneficial. So we want to do this. Stop all animation overrides and do this. But the way we do this is going to be different. So right now, what we're doing is spawning a random amount of meteors. And we're going to need to change this. Because we're not going to be spawning a random number of meteors. We're going to be spawning a very specific number of meteors. So the meteors that we're going to be spawning is 7. Okay, let's clear. Oh, I don't think we need all of this. Just need to do this 7 times. But we need to spawn it. Actually, what we can do is I basically need an array of locators. I need to know the math and stuff. So here's what we can do. We got a new variable. This is going to be meteor relative locations. Array of vectors. The first one's going to be 0, 0, 0. We're going to need 7 of them. And then what we can do is I want to see. I need to get world locations, basically. Or relative locations of the points. The easiest where we'd want to spawn them. What we can try doing is I might just create a dummy actor. They'll just tell me the information I need. And we're just going to do a spring arm. Let's say 1,000 units away. That might be too far, but we'll find out. And then I'll add something at the end. Let's take just take a sphere. I want to duplicate with sphere. Thank you. Why not keeping it attached? Why do I have to do this? So what we need to do basically is do 360 divided by 6. Why am I doing the math on that? That should be relatively simple. I did the math anyway. 60. Okay. 80. Oh, 180. 120. 180. 240. 300. I love when I duplicate, it just reorders the entire thing, because why not, I guess? Okay. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So now what we can do is all of these, make an array. And then for each loop, actually I can put this on begin play. For each loop, print string, 20 seconds, gets actor, the component object reference. Relative, get relative location. Is it going to say 0 though? Because it might be relative to the spring arm. Actually, get whirl location. If I put it at the 0, this is gonna just do what I need. Then it won't be relative. So then if I bring this out, move it, put it at 0, 0, 0. Right, I need to not have anything block it, so let's move this minus 2,000 units. That'll be easy to do the math. Okay. Those are their values, with X being plus 2,000. Do you know how to make a controller vibrate? Oh my, what are you making? So they make vibrating mouse and keyboards. I mean, I'm sure you could find something to put in there if you wanted to vibrate. Why do you want to vibrate? A vibrating mouse sounds horrible. Same with keyboard. Because if your hand is vibrating, that means it's not gonna be gonna be moving the mouse, which just sounds horrible. Same thing with keyboard. It works with controllers because you're holding the controllers. There's a difference. Like you're holding it like in the air, and if it moves, your hand just moves with it. And the controller is on the thumbs, not on the whole thing as a whole, so you're fine. On a mouse, it would be absolutely horrible. Also, I have no idea. But I'm sure if you just do a search on YouTube, you can find it. $500. No, this is first one 0. 500, 1,000, 1,500. Wait. 500, 1,000. It's my, oh, so this one's 500. Then negative 500, negative 1,000, negative 500. Okay. The Y is negative 866 0 866 66 negative 866. Z is zeros. Excellent. Information received. You have a save sphere. When you get close enough, it opens. You want a subtle vibration. I mean, it'd be cool. It's not something I've even begun to look into, like messing with the messing with that. So nope. But you know, it's amazing what Google can do. First link, there you go. Second link, there you go. Third link. Fourth link. Yeah. It's amazing what Google can do. Okay, so we want this and then add get game mode reference, get player reference. I wish there was a way of making this, like getting the player reference like a single node, so I don't have to do it every single time. That's global, but because it goes off a variable that I just happen to set in everything, I can't do it. Then get actual location. And there we go. So we will spawn it like that. Transform scale. Let's leave it at default. Start delay. Between 0 and 0.5. So theoretically, if we did this, it should... This is on... Wait, he does this... I don't want this roar. I don't want this happening. No. We don't... This is wrong. So this... We just want to do this. Because it's no longer a yes. It's no longer a yes. Aren't I great at communicating? It's no longer a yes. Good job, me. Yeah, but that's... I'm just the best. What I want is to open you, and what we're going to do is add a new attack that's just going to be at the very beginning. And all this is going to do is change it to a special attack. Combat special. We want to turn off focus target. So at the very beginning, he'll just do the special attack. Now, it's not going to do anything right now. Did I not assign to you? I did. Oh. I have a distance to player. I need to delete this. Yeah. That. Cooldown. Meteor. Attack. Cooldown, let's say 10 seconds. 30 seconds. You control the vibration straight in any controller, or does it need to be like a newer one? Because PS5 controllers can even give you tactile feedback. Yeah, PS5 controllers with the like R2 like buttons are awesome. Like the fact that you can control how much like is really nice. Actually, I first experiencing I think when I played Horizon Forbidden West. It's the first time I experienced it because that was around when I got the PlayStation 5. To be fair, it's nice, but I imagine something like that has to be like put in like custom. Hold on. Let's couple of things. First of all, you're supposed to be doing roar slowed, and you're not. So character info. Roar attack slowed. What? I have questions. It's because wait. What?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
How? Why is he not doing animation? Why is he doing what? He still has the old AA controller, doesn't it? And that's why. That's why. I found it. I found the problem. Your brother has 3. You fixed the drift in one of them. Still waiting the parts to fix the other 2. It's crazy. It only takes 6 months for the drift to start. I've never had a controller drift on me. Ever. The way you prevent stick shift drift is by not playing enough games to cause stick shift drift. I don't know why I called it stick shift. It's not a stick shift. Why did I call it stick shift? I think it's because you used the word drift, and I thought cars. There's a lot of COD. Yeah, they'll do it. What you described is correct. It is stick drift. It's just sticks. I guess it's just thumbsticks, is what you would call them. Not stick shifts. I don't know why. I don't know why you call them stick shift. It's thumbsticks. Original names. Great names, right? Thumbsticks. What would you call sticks attached to thumbs? Also thumbsticks. It is what it is. So if we wait, did I reset it? Or did I not reset it? I didn't. Reset. How is he doing this attack? I'm confused. What is triggering this? Character-based special attack. Oh, it just triggers it automatically. It doesn't play the animation even. Because the animation is okay. Because the animation is not even part of the special attack. I understand. Play override. Or attack slowed. And see, I don't want to do it on. What's the best way of doing this? If I wanted to do it on a specific time. What I probably need to do instead is do this part on a custom thing, and then I can trigger it when I want here. Yeah, that's better. Here we call analogico, which means plain analogic. Yeah, that worked. C++? Never. Crazy? That's not what we're here. We're here for blueprints. We're here for blueprints, not this. You know what? Keep this here while I do this. So we want to go to yeah, subtrees. Tissue tasks. Combat. Actually, we want character specific. This is going to be Dracothrax meteors. Let's see if I do need to make it for specifically. I don't think I do, but so BP enemy, add a gameplay tag, stun proof, and then do this animation. Oh, yep. And then we replace you. Why did it not compile save? File? Why can't I not plug it in? State tree task base. Oh, it's a task. I'm stupid. Stupid. In case you're wondering. There it is. Now, I also need to do this. Which will then allow us to mark it as complete at some point. For now, it will never be marked as complete, but that's fine. Play. You hear that beautiful roar and that animation? Mwah. Beautiful. It's just, I've outdone myself. And now we can specify when we want it. Let's say here. Okay, a couple of things. One is, I think they're too far away. Right. They're clearly too far away. So let's adjust some stuff. So we need to make the spring arms, let's say 500. Hopefully it'll be better. Is the or do I want to make them bigger? Maybe I'll make the. I feel like I should make the meteors bigger, first of all. Right now, I think no. I think right now, no. Make them 1.5. Because right now I think they have no material on them. Hey, holy crap, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Maybe 2x. And no delay, so they all come in at the same time. I mean, I'm doing well. Gagat says he's not. Let's modify the meteor. Start delay, timeline duration. Here we go. 5 seconds. Like, that's a decent size. Honestly. Maybe a little big. It might be a little big. Like for the... Let's try... 1.5. Well, right now they're disappearing when they hit the ground. We're gonna change... Guts, this is like the beginning. Don't worry about it. We're gonna change everything. They're just disappearing when they hit the ground, like the center hits the ground. Right now, let's get the size of them correct and the position of them correct. Maybe it's a little too big still. Maybe I go back to... If I go back to 1. The way I'm checking this is based off of how much distance it's going to, like, area they're going to take up with this attack. So if we did that, and then I use these values instead. So we would need negative 1250 plus 2000. So just 1000, 1250. Oh no, this is negative 1250. Negative 1750. 0. That seems right. Yep. Here. 217. 650. 1083. 83, 650, 216, and Z-Zone. So now... wait, that... Oh, whoops. I didn't center it, which made them all offset, which we don't want. There we go. That explains why the values were weird. Negative 433. 0. 433. 433. 0. Negative 433. There we go. That makes more sense. So now... Oh, I also because it's minus 1500, not minus 2000 right now. Minus 500. God damn it! Why am I that bad? Why am I that bad at things, guys? Why? I just want to know. Like, that's not as an area, assuming you get notifications and all that, that's not a bad area for the attack. Okay. I think we go with that. Also, no, I have no idea why the material is what it is. Oh, did I delete the material? Is that what happened? What is I've not seen this before. What is this? It's just all like got stacked on itself. All the errors, all the problems are just stacked on themselves. What? Okay, sure. You know what? It doesn't matter. The main thing is, it's fine. Okay, let's then modify a few things. So now for the meteor, we leave the star delay, the offsets, so they'll come from different sides, which is fine. Timeline duration is good. It should honestly be exposed. Timeline duration. Expose and spawn. So it is going from the camera location down. So that way it's... But that's not good. Why is it from the camera location down? Because the camera can move vertically in space. That just seems silly. So if we made this, let's say 5,000 units in there. Right, then we can control where it is coming from. But it's 5,000. It's relative location. Yeah, so that should be fine. It's multiplying it by this, which should be scaling it down. And then when it finishes, it gets destroyed, but let's have it go into the ground a bit. Let's have this be linear, and this will be like negative 0.2. So it'll go through the ground a bit. Maybe not that much. I think that might be a little too much. But one. And it depends on the height, I think, where they come from, but what is that texture or whatever it is? What is that? There's a oh, you know what I think it is? I think I know it is. It's because here we're spawning them at the location here. It needs to be minus 100. So we need to offset it by the height of the player. Now hold on a second. Now hold on just a goddamn second. The decal. Why not working? Why not working? There we go. Oh, look at that beauty. Now we're getting this, you know, now we're getting the circles to appear. So this is the area basically where you'd want to position, like within that area is where you'd want to position this guy for him to get hit. Which I think as a size, okay, you know what, now that I look at it this way, like, how close do I want it to be? I mean, I want to be able to need to get into melee range basically of him. So honestly, this is fine. I think this is okay. Okay. Couple of things. Let's start at a delay. And we'll say the delay is like 1 to 2 seconds. And we'll set the timeline duration to like 1 second. Better. Better. I think that the variation in start is a little high. And I think we just have it happen faster too. Like 0.25 to 0.75. Yeah, you can get away still really quick. Okay, it used to be even less delay. 0.35. Because I don't want you to be able to just like, oh yeah, just keep walking and you'll never get hit. Yeah, so now we're getting hit. So at least you have to dash to avoid it. And then you're fine. Oh wait, I can, oh no. I can stand right in between them if I position myself really well and not get hit. Okay, we need to scale them up a little bit. Let's scale it up just a tad so we don't, you know, have that. Like 1.1 maybe. That's probably gonna be good enough. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Maybe like 1.2. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Good. Well, at least better. Let's play around with a few more things. Do I have an explosion I can play? I think I do. I think I do. Doesn't this detonate? You. Like, I know it's not the best, but I feel like it's also not the worst. Let's try this. So what we can do is play oh, I can add the cascade particles as component. That's probably fine. I guess I can spawn after from class. How do you spawn the cascade particle system? It's not called cascade. Spawn spawn emitter at location. That's what we want. Oh, I don't want you. Spawn emitter location, and I can plug you in here. There we go. That's what I want. So what I want to check is if this break, if Z is equal to or less than 0, so it's basically at ground level, we can adjust the value if needed. And if it is, we'll have a do once, play this at its location, and auto destroyed. Did it only? Why is it? Oh, why is it only? Oh, it's because it's a relative location, not an absolute location. Gets actual location. That's all we need.
Pausing for ads.
We just need this, and then after ads, we can look at the beautiful explosions. So we probably need to make it a little bit bigger. Yay! Explosions! Explosions make everything better, don't they? I think so. Oh, I still have this open. Ah! Peekaboo. Boom! You know, this is the whole cool guys don't look at explosions. I don't care. I don't want to be a cool guy. I want to look at explosions. Explosions are cool. Why would I want to walk away from them? No, I want to turn around and look at it. It's cool. Why do only the uncool people get to look at explosions? It's not fair. Explosions make everything better. It is true. Does your arm hurt? An explosion will take care of that arm. It will not hurt again. Do you have a splinter in your foot? Don't worry, an explosion will take care of it. You will never have a splinter in your foot again. It just makes everything better. Easy peasy. Okay, let's see it. Ooh. That's pretty cool. You came up with around 12 jokes and came to the conclusion that you can't tell any of them. Then they're not very good jokes. Sorry. They're great. Well, they're not good enough for Twitch / YouTube then. They're a bit too edgy. Or just bad. Clearly, is what you're implying. Okay. So this is good. Now, damage. Damage, dealer. Gets put him here, hit location, normal. Damage override, 0. And we could say 2x damage multiplier. So he should do 50 damage now per hit. That's what I mean. Like, so, a true good joke is one that is with TOS safe and still a good joke. That's the good stuff. For example, why don't skeletons ever start beef in chat? Because they don't have the guts. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, why is that so loud? That was not meant to be that loud. One, you can thank ChatGPT for that one. They don't have the guts. Yes. Because that's, you know what? Holy crap, you would. that was great. Now, you know what? I'm not even gonna continue from that one. I can't. That's it. That's peak. I mean, I don't know how you do better than that. I want to do a print string to check if other actor is equal to damage dealer. True. It printed true. Printed true twice. Because he's so big, he can overlap multiple. That's fine. We'll need to account for that. That's good information. So now what we can do is do a check. If it is not the damage, as in if he didn't hit himself, then we will do the damage thing. If he hit himself, he will need to take more damage. So we haven't added that in, so let's add that in. Let's do it in the abilities one, I think. No, let's do it. No, I'm not going to do it here. I'll do it on... I just added a variable. I did nothing with it. I'm trying to delete it. Why was that taking a while? Character base, we'll just add a variable here. There's going to be... Oh, actually, no. Better place to do it. Inside of the character info. Inside of the struct. That is the best place to do it because we can now, and it's great. So this, we need base stats. You can do this now. Yay! This is going to be the damage receive multiplier, I guess. Scale. By default will be 1. But what we can do now, I gotta clean this up so much. Just reorganize this. I combine damage. And then here it needs to be we just need to do an add more damage. Based this is going to do now the damage dealer's information. So we do get character info, character reference, get base stats. What? Why? Oh, did I do it on the old one? I did on the old one. Yeah. I need to remove the old one. I'm going to delete it. It's fine. No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The new system also has this issue? What is this shit? Unreal Instructs just are terrible. I mean, just... Okay, let's work around this. If I add it to this one, and this is going to be damage received scale. Float 1. And then I try to delete the old one and replace with what? Oh, base stats new. Base stats new 1. Replace. Yes. It's fine. Why? Why is it fine though? It clearly is fine. It closed everything. Thanks, Unreal. You're the best, but okay, character info. Am I not using? Oh, it's still using the data tables, which I'm no longer using. But I guess it's still okay. Let's make a new folder called old for now. Info, base stats, spawn info, weapon stats. It doesn't want to even move the the old files. What is this? Unreal. Really? What gives? I'll move them one at a time. If that seems to be working. Moving them one at a time works fine, thanks. Pain. Okay. So I can rename this to just base stats, character info. To remove the new word for all of this. Do damage your movement speed. Knockback info we're not using anymore. So I can just, yeah, that can go into old as well. Attack animations, yes. Attack effects, yes. Attack info. Sound effects. Trace information, yep. Base stats, build up, effect information, yep. Okay. I think the rest were all good. So now, let's open up the thing. Let's open up everything we had before. So we want you. Want you. Gotta reopen everything. Then we want to go to the AC abilities. Whole point of this was bind damage. Here. Character reference. Yes. Why do I no longer have base stats? Why do I no longer have base stats? It doesn't help that... Everything is horrible. Everything is horrible. Does that mean the max health and all that got to reset? Base. All got reset. Pain. Just pain. So we can't use that method going forward because it just... I have to update every single enemy and every single boss again. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. So be it. Let's update everything. Like, there has to be a better way of dealing with this problem, though. Like, it's not even in a structure-destruct anymore. It just doesn't want to work, I guess. I think I made your health slower. Question, you have a caster blueprint when you hold shift. Why would the cast fail if I don't do anything at all? For the first time succeeded. I mean, that is way too little information. What are you casting to? What is your reference? You say when you hold shift, but that's, how do you have it hooked up? Like, there's way too many questions that I have that I cannot answer without, with just that information, unfortunately. Is it like a variable? Are you setting the variable? Are you not changing the variable? Like, it could be millions of things. Not enough information. Please try again. You're gonna take 2 days just to explain what you're doing? I mean, you don't need to take 2 days to explain what you're doing. You just need to show the graphs. That's the main thing. And you can do that on the Discord. I don't need the life story of it. Pictures say 1,000 words, you know, to say. A picture's worth 1,000 words, I think is the proper sale. I feel like I lost the information on these because I modified all of them. Oh, Goblin's supposed to be 55. I put in the wrong information. 325 attack range. You're 55. You're 80. Why are these not in order? Oh god, did I make... I hope I didn't make a mistake. I hope I didn't make a mistake because of this damn thing. Steel Claw health, 2000 because we haven't touched you yet. Jump attack range, let's make it 600 by default right already. Spider is 5,000 health, we know. Jump attack range. Oh god, wasn't it like 1,500? Or 1,200? It might have been like 1,250 or 1,200. It was like 1,200. I could be wrong. Oh, that was a Spiderling. Oops. I modified the wrong thing. Great Spider. Spiderling. Spiderlings were almost as like bosses. That would have been bad. 30 and 600. Great Spider. There we go. 5,000, say 1,200, I believe. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at your thing real quick. Well, first of all, I don't know what your multi-sphere thing is. Right? Multisphere is doing something. And then it's failing past that. I don't have enough information still. What is the multisphere? Is it a multisphere trace? What are you tracing for? Is it getting the information? Are you actually registering the thing you're supposed to be registering? Does it come up? Do like debug that? There's like a there's like still 1,000 places where it could be. Most likely in the multi-sphere trace is the problem, but again, I don't have the full thing, so that's where I would go first. Go with the multi-sphere trace, go from there. That's what I would do. Okay, we're going to wait for you because I need to check all the attacks or all the enemies. Are you fine with your... Is this about where you were? That seems about right. Of where you were. Okay. Number 2 is going to be fine. Gruntling. We're going to check Gruntling. I mean, it's correct. I feel like I'm going to adjust the distances on them, but like that's fine. The Goblin had a unique one that I wanted to be like shorter. And I think that was that value was not it. Boop. Okay. What was the value on the gruntling? I mean, goblin. It wasn't 325. Or is the problem that... Uh... 4.6, 1 attack duration. That should be set. What about... Do I not have the... Wait. Do I not have the arc range or arc height? Oh no, it's controlled by the I remember. It's controlled by the attack. So in that case, was it just lower? $250, or is it higher? Like, that's fine. That was fine. I think we need to modify time to the attack.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. Hey, Lucas, welcome in. How's it going? We doing? Doing well? It's still not sunset here. Oh, there you go. Was it one sunset? There we go. That does win. You agree with your title? Every day is a Saturday if you're unemployed. It's not actually. That's just an overlay. It doesn't actually track how many ads. It can't possibly know how many ads. It doesn't know information to every single person, which they all will get different amount of ads, etc., etc. Is just a countdown that just tells you that ads are playing and we're pausing for ads. But yeah, Saturday is the best day. Upvoted, although you now have only your companies, so you're technically just poor. You have only your company. What? Having a company is, I mean, that doesn't sound like being poor. I mean, company. Sounds pretty nice. Do your attack again so I could test. Why did he just do like a very minimal attack? That was fine. What was up with the other one? Oh, it's because it's the other attack and I didn't adjust the jump duration 0.5. Yeah, we never modified this one. There you go. 0.2 on both of them. There we go. That's better. Okay, good thing I checked. I think the others are probably fine. I don't think most of the other ones have anything special. I feel like you're not going far enough. Point 3.5. Point 5? I don't want it to be that slow, but no, you're just going higher, not going further. So I guess that's what it is. I mean, like 0.1. What is it gonna do? Okay, you overshoot. 0.2. Attack. Do it. Attack. Yeah, that's good. That'll do. Perfect. Okay, that's adjusted. Let's go with a skeleton. That looks pretty good to me. If anything, it used to be a little bit further, actually. But they'll just make him attack further, not move further. So I probably need to adjust pause attack here to be like 0.3. Give me regular. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, what else do we need to check? 2D is good. Skeleton should be fine. Zorla should be fine because she's not melee. Okay, I think we're good. Finally. That was a pain in the ass. So now we can do receive damage scale to 0.1. And then okay, so now what we need to do is on Dracthrax, do a custom event, increase damage taken. Get base stats, set members and base stat. I want to do the damage reduce scale. And then we do get, or break. And we want to do this. Plus, let's say 0.3, because I believe that's what we wanted to do. 30% more. Look at You're right, the multisphere trace returned too many values instead of you filter only those that you need and it works. There you go. Glad you got it working. Yeah, it just this is one of those times where you just need to like gain more experience with debugging and understanding where to, like, if something goes wrong, what do you do, kind of thing. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. Obviously. All of that. Okay, but we only want this to happen a certain, so I'll do a retriggerable delay. Half a second. What happens when you hit a regular delay? Or I can do once instead, and then add a delay. And after a second, let's do like after like 10 seconds or 5 seconds, doesn't matter. Then we'll just reset it. That's another way of doing it. You know, if we play around with them hitting at a different rate, that's long enough, and it doesn't affect anything else. So let's test this. Oh, we need to get our boy back on the screen. What do you hear? Be easier to test with. Excuse me? Oh. Did I not? Tier 2000? There you go. $18 damage. Why am I doing 18 damage to you? Oh, because I never finished hooking up this because, right, it wasn't working. So, are you taking more damage, though? Oh, this is a more stats. Nah, what I want to do is total damage. I need this. Total damage multiply by this. Set total damage. Per character damage received. Scale. Okay. So now 1.5. So 1.5. Why? Oh, because I'm not... I'm doing the thing where I'm making things and not hooking them up. There we go. 1.5. 6. Excellent. And just to confirm, well, I'm supposed to be doing 15 damage. I'm doing 10%, which is 1.5. And then I should be doing 15 times 0.4, which is 6. Excellent. Okay. So that part is working. Well, we only want to do this if the damage scale is less than 1. So I don't want to go above 100% damage. If it is less than 1, then we do this. Otherwise, no. Okay, so should be still all good. Yep, still all good. Excellent. Okay. So then we need to basically control when is he done with his attack. And he should be done with the attack, I mean, maybe just at the end of his roar. What if we finish it at the end of his roar? That didn't seem too bad. Like, he does his roar, and then he starts walking. So if you don't quite make it into that zone, you still can have a chance of getting him a little bit over. I think that's fine. You do have to watch out that if he... Okay. Let's see how hard it is then. Get him to like walk. That's not bad at all. That's probably too far. Yeah, that's too far. Okay, so it just increases the range effectively a little bit, which is fine. Okay, so then we don't need this. We just say on completed. Or canceled, I guess. Do this. Oh, also we want to remove the stunproof. Remove gameplay tag. Stunproof. Because we do want him to be able to get stunned again after this. Okay. So now he should be able to do it. Can I get hit by multiple? Oh my god, I can. If I get position myself really badly, I absolutely can get hit by multiple. How much damage do we want it to do? I do want these to be like the hard-hitting ones. 50% of your health and damage is high, but that's 50% like base. No health power-ups were chosen, right? No meta progression upgrades were done to health. Then it does 50% your health. So you can take, which I think is fine for now, because you have plenty of warning for them to get the hell out. One thing we can do, or probably want to do, is make them look better. And I'm thinking we just put a material with displacement onto them for now. And do that. Yeah, I need a better texture. Let's go to Fab. Quixel. How many steps does it take to get to Quixel? Publishers, then Quixel. Now we can look at materials. So 3 clicks down, including all the typing. So we want rock. We want an interesting rock that's going to give us like a cool displacement. Can I can't zoom in this in, right? Cannot zoom in. What is a cool looking rock? That is a cool looking rock. Let's go with this one. I do need high quality if I want to get the height map, though. Oh my god, the height map, did they actually fix the height map coming in incorrectly? Compressing settings alpha, no sRGB. I mean, it's better. Okay. I'm going to change some stuff, which is enable displacement.
What's up, everyone?
I don't remember the commands. I just need the commands. Are there any commands still in 5.5? He hasn't posted them. Hold on. Do you even need them still? Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. 5.5, maybe you don't need it anymore. The commands. Displacement, just throw you in there. Magnitude 10. It doesn't seem like it's doing it, so probably still need it. Create a sphere. Copy sphere to the content folder. So that way I can change it to this sphere. I can enable nanite on it. And then place this material on. Oh! You no longer need to have all that information on it, I guess. It just does it now. It doesn't work very well on a sphere, I will say. Sphere has problems. Okay, let's do. Okay, what if we did modeling? Box. I mean, I don't need to do that. Cancel. Create a cube or sphere. Sorry, not sphere. A cube. Make a copy of this cube. Why do I have cube 1 in here? Did I actually duplicate the cube at one point? Or is that... You know, I'm not going to touch it. Copy here. Okay, the cube I'm going to rename to... Oh, there's a term for it. When you turn a cube into a sphere for the UVs. UV sphere? I don't know. Main thing is we're going to use you. Modeling. Smooth. That is not what I meant by smooth. I want like subdivide. There you go. That is not what I was hoping for. Can I not do it here? Quad sphere is what it's called. U5 quad sphere. So that's not gonna work. Box cylinder, cone, arrow, disc, cube grid, extract path, draw spline. But I don't have sphere. Subdivision type. No. Subdivisions per face. Problem is the UVs. Okay. That's different than that. Why are the UVs on this sphere like this? And like this on this, is this a... Oh, interesting. So it does a better sphere here. This is what I wanted. Oh, okay. Sweet. Copy here. Oh, wait. Yes, I don't need it. Oh, no, I still had it open. Okay, so now on this one, if I apply it and then enable nanites. Aha! But then we get seams. We get seams because it's not. You know what? I probably need to make it world space. I just need to make it world space and then whatever. Yeah. If we make it world space, problem solved. Screw all of this. Not need material. You go away. You go away. How do you go to Quixel again in Fab? You search for Quixel, go to publishers and select Quixel, and then you're in Quixel. Yeah, it's great that you don't have to like do the INI files anymore, though. World, align, texture, normal.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
That's time. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Holy crap. It's a pain in the ass. I know there's a studio that has direct connection with, well, not just a studio. Studios have direct contact with Epic, and they're basically asking for the return of Quixel. And they're just complaining about how garbage Fab is. To this day, Fab still does not support metahumans. And also, because of their garbage setup, where now you have to have redeemed the Quixel stuff or you have to pay for it, makes the stuff for like studios so much more complicated because, well, the people who are there already got it, but the people who are coming in cannot get it anymore. So they can't download those files, but the ones that have been there can. And it's a whole thing. It's really stupid, but yeah, that's how it is. So studios are just basically downloading the files locally and then making their own basically Quixel version. Like the old school, you know, like program Quixel versus built-in Quixel. But at least you can use that. Okay, that should be fine. So we do the same thing for these two. Object. What are you? Occlusion, roughness, metals. XYZ. On a mask. You shouldn't need any metalness. I'm not even gonna bother. Occlusion, roughness. Normal map. Object. Exercise. World space. Or world's position. Normal. And you. Displacement. You don't see it here. I wish you could preview it here with displacement. That would be nice. Okay, sure. I guess we don't have to. There we go. Look at that. That's a nice looking rock. See, now that crashing down makes more sense. Big rocky rock. Okay. So let's just rename all this stuff and move it to the right place. You anymore. So this is going to be some meteor. And just meteor. And I need to move these. Do I do it into abilities? Or do I put them into the character section? I probably should put them in the character section. They are related to the characters, so you know what? That would make most sense. I should probably move the spider web also in here. Let's do that real quick. I'm gonna move the spider eggs. Into the great spider. Which allows me to kill this folder entirely. And then you two will go to here. And this is going to be our meteor ability. That also does mean that I theoretically should move you there as well. Instead of having it be under AI attacks. It would make more sense. Here. Dark Shadow. I should probably move to the spider as well. Here. Excellent. Okay. Just a little bit of cleanup, you know. Good, good. So now all these are together, which is much better, much cleaner. So what we can now do is in the meteor, this gets replaced with this. There it is. Why is it not displaced here? Well, we'll see if it gets displaced, I guess, in here. It's so fast you can't even tell. God damn it. But if you pause it for a brief moment, Maybe you can. If I did like, I don't know, 25 displacement, like. Right, it's high here, but it's not displaced here. Well, it is, just very little. Is it displaced? Like, I feel like it's displaced. No, it's not. If I push the displacement like super high, it is not being displaced. Why is it not being displaced? It is a displaced meteor. It's not the fact that it's movable. Oh, okay, this one is fine now. Okay, so for whatever reason, even though I replaced the sphere, it's not happy with me. Okay, sure. Oh, let me undo that. Collision. We're doing world static, everything ignore except pawn. Okay. Custom, I guess it should be world dynamic though. Everything ignored except pawn. Begin overlap. Just move everything over. And then this is the meteors being set here. Yep. What? Oh, it's because it's world space, and I've just increased the size of it. So, on you, I need to change this to be what? 450? Yes, excellent. Okay. Yes. Now it's better. Oh, there we go. Now they're looking like actually deformed balls. Yeah, we don't want smooth balls here. We want nice, rough, rugged balls here. Let's also rotate them randomly. So on begin play, we just set relative rotation. Is there a random rotation? Random rotator. Roll, yes. Everything. Roll, pitch, and yaw. Thank you. Nice. First time ever using random rotator. It's interesting how it specifies roll specifically, but not the other ones, because make rotator. Because roll is along X, which means like forward. No. If this is forward, along X would be side to side. Only barrel roll, right? Barrel roll. So it's fine. So without it on, it goes like along its path and sideways, but not, I guess, this way. I guess if you're doing a random rotation, this would be like for a camera where you don't want it to like turn the world upside down, I guess. So okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now think it through, figure it out. Okay. So, a couple of things that I like, a couple of things I don't like. Let's come here, do this thing. I wanna. It's very samey. So, what can we do to make it a little more interesting? Cheap contrast. It doesn't really do contrast. It does darker. We can do this, and then we do. I could try a multiplier instead. I could try power, I guess. And a pan to make it confusing. No. I guess it's mostly dark, so that's why it is the way it is. So what we can do is why is it applying the materials every time I'm undoing? What possible reason could it have for that? We did this and then did a multiply. To brighten it back up. See, now we're getting something more interesting. Right? Now we're getting something more interesting. Compared to this, we now have effectively added in a bit to it. And we can try also. I mean, I could do a hue and everything and a tint and all that, but I think for this version, that's fine. So let's try that. That was better. So it is full screen. Better. Camera. Camera occlusion. If I change this to masked, type in opacity mask here. All right, it's going to be cutting it out. Great material instance, please. assign the material instance to here. And material instance, we want vertical masking. Yes. We don't want camera masking. Why do I only have... Why is this the only option? And why is everything... Oh, because this is the old one. Right. I mean the new one, which is different. Yeah, this is the new one. I don't... I want just the vertical mask. So do this, and I'll just call this camera masking. By default, it'll be on. Otherwise, we'll multiply by 1. And I said by default, it'll be on. Why is it off? Why is it off by default? Default value true. What? Why is it not listening to me? Why is it off? There we go. If I change to camera mask, then we're fine. I don't have anything else called camera masking, which is the odd thing. Odd. Oh, we have a group called camera masking, but that shouldn't be the problem. Might as well do some cleanup here. Okay. So now it should do vertical pruning, but not camera-based pruning. Okay. Better. We're getting now hit by meatballs. A couple of things I still want to adjust. Now I don't recall. If per instance random, I believe, does not work with just static meshes like this, if I recall. You got your reverberation to work? Pretty neat, actually. It feels natural. Nice. Yep. Per instance random does not work for this. Oh, I could do world position based random. Get actor position. And then I can do break flow 3. frac it. Always funny thing to say for me. And then if I did a simple multiply, for example, here, they'll get randomly darker, right? Does PC not get the joy of vibration? I mean, sure you can. Plug in a controller. I take this and then multiply it by 5 to kind of emphasize the effect. Out of context, it sounds strange? Perfect. Then I'm doing a good job. Why is it? Ah, that's why. That's why, because I had it snapping. It's snapping. That is why. So what we can do is this frac. I want to remap it. Instead of being 0 to 1, I guess instead of remapping, I should do add 0.5. So basically, it'll go from 0.5 to 1.5 brightness. It's not a big change, I will say. You can see like it goes a little darker and brighter, but the change is very little. There we go. That's a little bit more contrasty for what I want. We can get a few darker ones eventually. Was that RVT? No. RVT is for like things like landscapes. This is just world position. Why are giant scrotums falling from the sky? Yeah, I think you want to ask, why aren't they falling from the sky in your game? Look at them go away. There we go. I can now tell immediately there was some variation. Now, which is good. The reason they're like that is to give them more interest than just having a sphere, because they're meteors that are falling from the sky. And so I'm making them more interesting. Although this doesn't look interesting, but the actual result does look interesting. Why am I still getting cutouts? Even though I have vertical mask off. Wait, what's going on? If it's false... Oh. I need to do that. Hey, DJ BLV, ZD. I do. It's just not built into Unreal. I don't want to have files I need to check out in my own project locally. That sounds like hell on earth and a pain in the ass. I use Perforce outside of here. Not Perforce. I use version control outside of this built-in one, because the one in the corner. Because I don't want to check out files that I'm the only person working on. Sounds miserable. So I don't. Okay, so now if we hit play, 1.5 damage, he gets hit, 6 damage. Excellent. And let's see what happens if he gets hit multiple times. So all we can do as a quick test is cooldown is 30 seconds. Let's make the cooldown 15 seconds. Okay, I dodged it. Good. Now he's gonna survive. No, not that long, to be fair.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay, excellent. Now he does 10.5 damage. Excellent. So we survive for another 15 seconds. I know his ad's playing, but it's fine. Yeah, hit again. Now he's taking the full 15 damage. Yeah. It works. It works. If he does it, it takes it again. He still takes 15. Perfect. It works. What happens if 2 people are working on the same file? You don't ever have 2 people working on the same file. That's why version control is a thing. So one person checks out a file, so no other person can work on the same file. There is multi-user stuff technically for Unreal that is an option, but it's not very good. Yep. If you use something like Perforce, then you check out a file. Like, that's how companies work, right? You check out a file so no one else can use that file, and then you're the one who's working on it. And when you're done, you push it, and then everyone syncs the file if they ever need it, or just in general, it's good to sync files. So yeah, you're never working on a file that someone else has been working on, because that's how you lose work. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody's not accidentally going to not check out a file and start working on something, and then later on check it out, and then it can happen. Or someone will forget to check something in, and there's ways around it, but that's a whole different story. That's a different conversation. But yay! Our meatballs from the sky is working great. So we have this working. We have this working. Which is good. Let's make it a 30-second cooldown. So after about a minute and a half, he'll do. The only thing is, I need to figure out a way of doing like a start cooldown. Right now, he'll do it right away. And well, I can put it after like idle, so he doesn't, you know, hit me by accident. Like when I'm not supposed to be attacked, it's still. Yeah, we'll still need to fix things. The file is checked out, not able to be looked at until checked back in, like in like a library. Well, no, everyone can look at it. Everyone can still read the old version. It just they won't be able to save onto it. That's all. And push their own version. Like you can still use the file just fine. It's still there. It's just yeah, you can't like if it's a let's say a text file. You can't write into it and save it and then have it be propagated to everyone else because it's checked out. It's locked. It's read only. You can read it, but you can't write it. Now they steal the file from you? You go, what? No. Definitely not. The enter condition needs to be time. Original game time. No. I'll need to figure out a way of basically what I want to happen, right? Is the combat starts and he doesn't immediately on detecting you shoot down meteors. I don't think I want to do that. I want it to be like, oh, like, you know, it starts like, let's say 5-10 seconds of combat starting. And then he'll start, you know, doing it every, 30 seconds or whatever. This is not close quarter attack. This is meteor attack. So which needs to be after the grace period. Version control is really complicated, IMO, but super important. You still haven't been able to figure it out. Maybe setting it up, it can be complicated. Depends on what you're using. But, like, I use Git. I've had no issues. I mean to move to another one, which is also free, but I just haven't yet. What if the meteors make an indicator of where they land, then hit 5 seconds later? Oh, let me put it back to. Actually, no, it's fine. Indicators. Is that the red? Indicators. I have time to get out because there's indicators. 5 seconds is a lot of time. The amount of time here is enough that I can dash away. Yeah. Otherwise, there's no risk at all. I know they're coming because he roars, so I can prepare that I need to have a dash ready to just dash out of the way. Very easy to avoid. Because I have an audio cue and an animation cue. So not only, I'm not just looking for the red dots. I get plenty warning because, again, he does his roar and you hear it, and then you can just dodge. Tutorial setting it up. I mean, I don't know about this being very interesting of a tutorial, It's very specific. I did plenty of other tutorials, but this seems like a very like niche thing. Like if you need this specific thing, I'm like, yeah. No, I don't summon the meteors. The boss summons the meteors. But if the meteors hit the boss, the heat ends up taking more damage. See, I'm not doing much damage to him. But come on, I guess 30 seconds now. He's too technical. What part? I can explain whatever you need. You got hit again, so now I can do more damage on my hits. Still not full damage. It'll take one more hit to do full damage, but now I can do considerably more damage to him on a hit. And that's how that works. And that's phase 1. Yeah, if there's something that I'm doing and you're like, how did you do that or whatever, explain it. I'll gladly explain. I mean, I'm streaming the whole thing. It's not like I'm trying to keep something secret here. Also, keep in mind that it might not necessarily be the best way of doing something, but it's just my way of doing something and it works for me. And over time, sometimes I change stuff. Just, you know, fine with me. What I can do is give it a chance of happening. If I just give it a random chance, let's say 0.5, 50% chance of doing it. So that means he can end up not doing it for a little while. Oh, but then he will not do it now. He won't do it now because he's now in combat. Shouldn't it go back to root, though? Yeah. I guess that's the start one. I can duplicate that and put it into combat. Way by utility. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? No. Yeah, I'll need to figure out a better way. I'll need to figure out a better way of doing it. Basically, once he's here, he's doing melee combat. Oh, but his attack is ranged combat here. What? That's why he's shooting, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'll need. Oh, we haven't done any of this to configure it for his setup. It's fine. Main thing is We got meteors. We got... They work. He takes more damage when he gets hit. All good stuff. Your attack. Random before I forget. And we go from that. Okay, cool. Well, I think that is going to do it for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. As a reminder, Sunday at around noon Pacific, programming stream. The much awaited quote unquote programming stream. You guys will either be very excited or very disappointed. I mean, really 50-50. But cool video on PCG being used with like game mechanics and stuff coming for Sunday that I'm excited for to show you. And yeah, we'll continue with Dracathrax rework come Monday. So hope you all have a good rest of your night, and see you guys on Sunday or Monday if you're not interested in what I'm doing on Sunday. Bye bye.